whatever part it is, because I'm kind of going slow in this one. And I'll try to take this one a little slower and stuff, because you know the dude Ryan Trunky, or not, yeah, Ryan Trunky, he takes his videos slower and people seem to like it more. But I'm not criticizing it because I still like his videos, but I think he takes the backstory too long. But I still love him. Don't be like, this dude doesn't like your videos and stuff. But personally, I just don't want to take that long on backstory, so I didn't take like 4 episodes explaining the whole backstory. Actually, now if I think about it, he took 12 episodes to do the whole backstory, and he's not even in the whole battles. I wonder how long the series is. He's only 13. God dang, how can you even do that? I guess he is busy because he does work, while I'm just a kid in school and I have a break off during the winter break. So yeah, I can't really talk because he is a grown adult, but he's pretty good for like love stories, Blue Clown, Deku Universe. Deku Universe, I think people do like accents, but I'm telling you, I love Deku's Universe's accent. I don't know why. I don't like Americans. You over here eating McDonald's every day. You're horrible. Look at this accent over here. All these people. And I think some of them do like American accents, saying that they hate their accent. But if you have an accent, don't hate your accent, because I think accents, I've been saying it so many times, are really good. But to recap, the whole Zabuza mission started, and they already had their first bouts against each other, and they have been training water walking and all that. And Itachi has been put the scroll there to give him scroll crow. I don't know English apparently. I'm summoning for substitution. And now I'm gonna get to the what if. So now they're protecting the bridge builder, and they have the whole backstory on the kid and stuff. Naruto isn't tired because all he has been doing is practicing the summoning, and he does have a lot more stamina, so he can train for days without losing energy. If he does have chakra fruit stored up and all that. And I'll say a couple big ones from Jiraiya, and even a Sage chakra one, but this one is orange, I'm gonna say. And he will use that one just in emergencies. So I'll say Jiraiya went back to the Toads because he had time training Naruto, and taught him how to finish learning Sage mode, which can be a key part in Shippuden, because if you think Naruto can take them down with Sage mode, just add it onto him. And of course the thing, but if you take him with mastery of all of his jutsus, he can probably take down the Pains. But of course not going full power Pains, but like way more than normal. If he is fast enough, he can probably take down the last Pain without it using all of its abilities. All that. But yeah. So we're gonna get back to the what if. Of course, I ran on too much, but it's okay, right? But the whole bout, the second bout happens, and I am saying bout, it's just some weird talk I do. I don't know. Like, I don't talk English sometimes, and I talk, like, really fancy sometimes. I don't know. I see Wong sometimes. Wrong. Oh my god, I'm babbling on again. But, yeah. So, Zabuza versus Kakashi, and Sasuke, and Naruto versus Haku and stuff. He met Haku in the forest while meditating, but he already knew he was the person that lied, and he didn't do nothing. But during the battle, what's going to happen is that he pulls out a fruit from the basket, and some of you think that if he absorbs Sage chakra, he would turn into a toad, but because he is otsutsuki, he'll probably control it. But he takes out a chakra fruit that he took from the demon brothers, where I say each of them were as much as Sasuke. And I say he takes out one good walnut-sized one, which would be... No, I say walnut-sized ones would be the ones that he pulls out. The one 3 times that size, about, I'll say a baseball size, which I think is the biggest one we've seen. I don't know if the sizes actually matter, but we've seen these little small ones from Giddings. You know what, I'll say a walnut one is Kakashi. A baseball one is somebody with high chakra, which I'll say it is Minato. And a football-sized one is a Uzumaki. Like a full Uzumaki with all their chakra, of course. Which they can heal almost any move. But he takes out a walnut-sized one and the small ones. And throws it to Sasuke. He, of course, eats it because you know what he does. And I'll say he shoots them with Sakura opening up her mouth and eating them because he's that skilled, which give her twice Sasuke's chakra, which also unintentionally gives her ability to use sort of a Tsunade punch, but not full powered, so no chakra around it, which she feels chakra go into her fist and stuff like that, just to make her not too useless. Pretty much doesn't get killed on some of the missions. But yeah, I know some people don't like me getting her character development, at least some people on other what ifs, but sorry about that. 7 minutes in, got it. And so the whole fight happens between, oh my god, but they talk too loud. But get back. So this powers her up, and this lets her throw Tsunade punches. Because her chakra shows that strong, I'll say she's at least able to break a wall, but not too a big one, and stuff like that. But I'll say she's able to take down at least the Zabuza's water clone. Plus she is stronger than Zabuza remembered because of that. So it would catch him off guard. So I'll say she destroys the Zabuza clone. If he sent one after her, at least. Or at least be able to push back Zabuza. Pretty far back though. So now we get to them fight between Haku. Haku's throwing needles, well, I'm gonna say, because the chakra also overflows him again, which I won't make his eyes evolve again anymore, but I'll say this activates 2 Tomoe in each eye. This is last time I'm gonna amp him up with chakra, making him unlock his Tomoe. But pretty much this cousin has 2 Tomoe, and with 1 Tomoe and 2 Tomoe in the eye, he can already dodge his moves or predict them and kind of block them. But with Naruto being able to pretty much already do that, he doesn't really take one of them because he already has overflowing chakra, and he does have a regulation seal. Not a complete seal, like I said, a regulation. Pretty much not able to use other 90% of his chakra. I'm just gonna say that. So this is pretty much 10% Naruto you're seeing in this battle. This also only causes him to use 2 techniques he can only use. It's Universal Pull and Almighty Push. And of course the switch body, but he can't span them. And stuff. And that's whenever I'll say Sasuke says to him, why doesn't he use his sword? And that's whenever he says that sword could make me way stronger. and stuff. And I'll say this sword has moon crests on them. And what he has to do to get the sword to pull out, he has to go to Witch Moon Crest with 9 of them on it. Sorry about that, they're cleaning, so I'll go move over here. But he has to click it to one stage to get back 10% of his chakra each. And stuff like that. So there's 9 moons, pretty much, crescent moons. So this is wherever he moves. He pretty much dodges them and stuff. And also he throws kunais to hit them back. And he can use the little creating stuff. So I'll say he creates a shield instead of like a weapon and stuff like that. But this is whenever he has a plan. He runs up to the ice mirror with him absorbing it in his hand. No. I'm pretty sure I've seen him do this before with Gekka Genkais, not really with regular jutsus. Only seen it with a Gekka Genkai once. But he takes the fishing pole, he grabs one of them, turns it into an ice ball of chakra. But originally what he was trying to do is go into the mirror and try to grab Haku, but he never learned this before because they haven't used it against a Gekka Genkai. Which I'll say he only uses the Gekka Genkais in this what if from now on. And he grabs it out and turns it into chakra. Which it won't give him the ability to gain the, Gekka Genkai unless you guys want it to. And I'll give it to him whenever, I guess. Actually, never mind this because I'm going to spam these episodes right now. I'll just say it can't, but I'll say you can mimic them, kind of. Like you can split them up in smaller chakra fruits, or ice fruits, and pour chakra into them, making them bigger. Which, in theory, he can make infinite of these jutsus and change them and stuff. No, might as well give him it, I guess. But I'll say he has to have enough of the Gekka Genkai's chakra to use it. But this is the only Gekka Genkai I'm going to give him except wood style. Would make up with a good combo, I guess. No, that would be too much. I don't know. It's whatever, man. I'm not giving to him. I'm just not. Because I'm not going to try to give him every Gekka Genkai in the world. Because he kind of gets that with all the tail beasts. Because he can use almost all the Gekka Genkais of them. Well, in theory he can, but he never uses it. But back to the story. But he grabs them. With Haku falling out, with Sasuke using a fireball jutsu, trying to hit Haku, but Haku still gets burnt in the leg. But he does go in the mirror. This is when Naruto says, okay. And he makes the hook again with him swiping away the mirrors one by one, having around 24 mirrors, I would say, with Haku running at them, which I'll say him taking out one of the fruit, activating the ice mirror, and Haku going into it. This is when he takes his hand, stabs it into the mirror, grabbing Haku chakra, but Haku smacks him out and only taking away not all of his chakra, but like 90% of it, making the chakra fruit. So I'll say he's a low Jonin, so I'll put him as not a football or baseball size, but twice the size of a walnut. That means Kakashi's, because he has Gekka Genkais, and Gekka Genkais take more chakra because it's 2 chakra natures. And he pulls it out and puts it in his bag. Which also, I forgot to tell you this, but Sage chakras is different how size it is, because it is different chakra. But yeah. This is whenever he absorbs the ice again and puts it in the ball. Which you can pretty much reuse it, so it does pretty much give him the Gekka Genkai, but not really. He'll just take the parts up and stuff. But he can do other stuff but mirrors, but nothing too big. Like shards, and mirrors. I'll say only shards and mirrors, so he can like shoot out a shard attack in midair, pretty much. That's about it. That's whenever Zabuza is about to get stabbed, but he jumps off with him getting hit with, you know, the Chidori and stuff like that. Which Naruto can learn the Chidori. And I'll say like I said, he hasn't learned any devastating jutsu, so no Rasengan yet. But yeah, this is whenever Zabuza's blade gets left there and stuff like that. He just picks up his Nindo way, but he already had it. But he states it right now. And they're heading back to the village. They get there, and this one will leave it off. Goodbye.